And what this potentially sets up, if St. Louis settles and makes a field goal, we would have the first overtime game in week number 8 that we've had all season long.
180.
But Tiano looking for the kill shot. Pressure from the edges. Tiano with the legs. Tiano inside the red zone. It has not been perfect, but has been absolute guts on display for the former Chattanooga Mock. Tiano clocks it with 24 seconds left.
St. Louis has one timeout left. They have a quarterback making his first start, but they have supreme trust in him.
Hey, play clock's going. Play clock's going. Hey, on the ball. 6. Hey, 51 on 1, ready? High, go outside on a hitch.
No A.J. McCarron. Nick Tiano trying to lead the Battlehawks to a win. Shepard rocked, but holds on. C.J. Avery made the hit, saying incomplete pass. No. What did you see here, Sam?
You see the hit here by C.J. Avery. Tiano's going to do a better job of protecting his receiver, not running it right into that play. Darius Shepard has consistently been, not only for this team, but even in college, a model of consistency. Yep. I got a chance to talk with Trey Lance, who was a redshirt freshman when Darius Shepard was a senior receiver.
So I'm looking at control. He gets hit immediately. He's going to the ground to make the catch. Ball comes loose, hits the ground. And then he's going to regain control after it hits the ground. So it's all during the process of the catch. That's an incomplete pass. You got 20 on the clock, so that's good. And we're going to be 3rd down.
So timeout because he was injured? An incomplete pass.
Yes.
It's an incomplete
injured
pass.
Player, they get
10. So how do you play this if you're Anthony Becht?
I trust my quarterback. I trust Nick Tiano. And I understand the fact that you have a field goal, but if you get a chance to end it, you end it.
Right. Eagle 40 lead on 1, ready? Lead me, baby. You're going right.
That changes a lot here.
It does. It
cannot take a sack.
On the ball.
Donnie Hagman has to be ready to sprint out onto the field regardless.
Okay. Hey. 3 jet. Hey, 3 jet. 3 jet. 3 jet. 3 jet. What is it?
So if you don't get a first down here, or if you get sacked, the game is essentially over.
Jet Cole.
X-bench pump.
Jet Cole. 3 jet.
If you don't see it, you got to throw it away.
I guess it's called their 3rd and final charge time out of the half.
This is a tense moment. Vegas, the team that's come out of nowhere to win 2 of the last 3 games. St. Louis, a team dealing with adversity, not just with A.J. McCarron being gone, but the defense without Ben DeLuca, Nate Maters, Jonathan Alexander, Mike Rose in this game as well. But they have a chance to move closer to a spot in the XFL playoffs with a win.
And St. Louis has their field goal. They're in field goal range.
We'll kick it, okay?
Hey, nothing if it's open. If it's not, throw it away.
There's Donnie Hagman, who had the game winner in week 2 against Seattle, a 44-yarder. He's also got a 59-yarder, but has missed a field goal attempt earlier in this game. A Vegas win sends DC to the playoffs. 3rd and 10, no timeouts remaining for either team. Nick Tiano, Aikman So now it comes down to the foot of Donnie Hagman.
And this is the opportunity you would have had to challenge if you would not have used it early on out of emotion. That call could have been called if you would have challenged it. But unfortunately, you don't have it. Now it comes down to Donnie Hagman to see if he can tie the game.
34 yards for Donnie Hagman. He's missed from 47, has a game winner to his credit. The field goal is up, and it is good, and we are closing in on the XFL overtime shootout. We have 11 seconds to get there. More St. Louis magic, though. The way overtime will work, if we get there, 3 alternating tries from the 5, each are worth 2 points. It's like a shootout in World Cup soccer.
That's exactly what it is. It's like a penalty shootout in soccer. It's not like you have this 10-minute half or quarter. Each team has a chance to get it.
Luis Perez, the former Vegas quarterback, traded 2 weeks ago to Arlington. He was inactive last week. Should get the start for the Renegades coming up against the Orlando Guardians, who upset previously undefeated DC last week. That is coming up next. DC, still Vegas's favorite to win the title, followed by St. Louis and Seattle. The XFL North is bonkers. But this game came down to special teams. The fake punt, touchdown from Sterling Hoffrichter to Gary Jennings. And the field goal by Donnie Hagman, knotting it up at 17. Still have to kick it away to Sinque Sweeting. And that's straight into the end zone. And so this will also set up good field position for Vegas.
And there may have been some strategy involved in that. Kick that in the end zone, put him at the 35-yard line. You know Sweeting is a potential threat as a kick returner. He scored one 35. In 2021 in college because that's a big 35. Return this year. 35. Smart play by Hagman.
We don't see many teams try to do that, trying to get it between the 20 and the goal line. But in this situation, the last thing you want is a special teams touchdown to end the game.
Especially when you have a quarterback who hasn't played his best ball on the other side of the ball, making his second start in the XFL in a loud environment.
Is this a straight knee situation right here?
For me, it is. If it's me, I take a knee, I go for an overtime opportunity.
Have not seen an overtime game with these new XFL rules this season. We are 11 seconds away from the first. Vegas eliminated. They're here to crash the party. St. Louis playing without A.J. McCarron. You know he's loving the fight by Nick Tiano and his boys. McClendon, was there movement? I believe there was in the backfield with Rod Smith. Let's listen for the call.
65 went early. Brian Sapp, false start, number 65. Offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
That's Jamil Dimby, and then we heard Rod Woodson immediately say, take a knee.
Yeah, at this point, you don't want to make any bad decisions. Now you got a 1st and 15. You try to force something, interception for a touchdown.
Yeah, victory. Victory. Somebody on the ball, Yes. There you go. On that. Set up. 180. Nice hunt.
And here we go. For the first time in the XFL this season, we are going to overtime. Let's bring in the VP of Officiating, Dean Blandino, to break down how this is all going to play out. Dean, what are the rules for OT?
Yeah, this is exciting. This is our first one this season. And so both teams will have alternating tries from the 5-yard line. St. Louis being the home team, they'll have the option to either play defense first or go on offense. And then we'll go from the 5, and basically it's a try. If it's no good, we'll keep going. We'll go 3 alternating tries. If we have a winner after 3, then the game's over. If not, we'll continue until we get a winner.
And how about penalties, especially pass interference?
Penalties are significant in overtime. If we have an offensive penalty, a live ball foul, the try is no good. A defensive penalty would result in a retry from the 1-yard line, and then anything after that would result in an automatic try that is good.
All right, Dean, we're pumped up. XFL has really changed the way the game is played and could change the way it's played in the future as well in other leagues. And we're about to see one of the reasons why.
And the NFL in so many ways has partnered with the XFL with some of these rules. The NFL saying, man, we want to figure out better ways to do overtime. We saw years ago coin flips not always work. And so now we're going to see how does the XFL handle overtime with these alternating tries, almost like in soccer. And then see how the penalties work out as well, because that's huge. If you're a defender, you say, man, I'm going to hold or tackle or whatever to keep them from scoring.
So St. Louis wants to play defense. The crowd is now a factor. This is where the Battlehawks crowd really comes into play, because you're going into the teeth of the St. Louis faithful.
And Jalen McClendon's legs have to be a factor as well. I talked to offensive coordinator Ray Sherman before the game. He said we'll have a few new wrinkles because of who our quarterback is. McClendon is the quarterback. We've seen him use it this week and last week. Now let's see what happens in this critical situation. First overtime game in the XFL.
Come on, man. You're fired up, bro.
I'm excited, man.
Vegas with the first try from the 5. Jalen McClendon, the quarterback, looking left side. The tight end, is he in? It's going to be close. Where are we marking this one? Cam Sutton is waiting for the signal. He's in.
Ruling on the field is a completed pass for a 2-point try.
Sutton don't give very much. That was close.
Left elbow. Hey, Mike. After review, he is short. I've got a real good look. Left elbow down.
Okay,
try is no good after review.
I need a ball.
After review, the runner is short of the goal line.
I've got the look right here.
The try is no good.
Wow. Can you take back the dunk?
Well, so it's a smart play. You're running this inside, essentially like a screenplay to a 6'7", 255-pound body. You think he can get through all those bodies, but that elbow keeps you just a yard short. You see Willie Harvey among the people who make that stop.
Brandon Sebastian making his late brother Jordan proud with that stop on the goal line. So St. Louis now with a chance to respond. Beck is saying, everybody, chill for our guys.
Go on, ready? Hey, yeah, and you got the shallow. Look early. Flat, on a flat, 51. Cut. King.
Nick Tiano looking for his moment. Tiano over the middle. Akeem Butler is in.
So hard play to defend. Great route by Akeem Butler. He switches over, beats CJ Avery inside.
Now Vegas with another opportunity. A stop here for St. Louis, followed by a score on the next possession. Will result in a Battlehawks win. It's Brokers here inside the dome. McClendon to Bryant, flag down. Bryant makes the catch. Was
Flag
waiting for
down.
the call.
Going offense on that.
OPI for offensive pass interference.
Yeah, so we're going to go 10 yards there and replay the try.
Absolutely.
Because we tried, they made it, right?
Tries
That's by rule. That's by rule. Pass interference, number 4. Offense by rule. The try is no good.
So that's the difference in the XFL overtime rules. Offensive penalties, if you have an offensive one, the try is no good. There's no retry, there's no 10-yard penalty.
Guys, come on, man. I know that. I'm talking about him over here. Come on. Give us a shot.
Dean, what do we have there?
So we had offensive pass interference on Vegas for the push-off, and it was clear, created separation. By rule, the try is no good. But then during the dead ball action, we had an unsportsmanlike conduct against Vegas' sideline, and so we'll enforce that half the distance, and now St. Louis will try. And if they make it, the game is over.
It's about the details, Sam. And when Vegas struggles, it's because the lack of attention to the details. St. Louis for the win.
You want pistol side? Yeah, here we go. It's tight. 180. What do you say? Get in there. Get in
Hill
there. Get in there.
for the win. St. Louis, go crazy.
All that St. Louis has... St. Louis has done this season has been finding ways to win. They do it again, this time in exciting fashion. Give it to your best player, Brian Hill, running back. Get it in the end zone.
Fitz.
Coach, how in the heck do you describe that one?
You play 4 quarters and then some, right? Unbelievable job of just being resilient in this game. We really had nothing going on, and we needed players to make plays, and we got some. That fake punt, man, listen, me and T were talking about it, and he's like, listen, we may have it. We held off for the one time, and we decided, I was like, T, should we do it? He's like, let's roll with it, and it worked. It was awesome, man. Proud of these guys. I don't want to win games like that, but I do want to win games like that.
Go celebrate.
The second dramatic comeback this year by St. Louis. Did it in week 1, had out down 17-8 with 5 minutes left and getting it done with Brian Hill with the walk-off. Next up, it's Arlington and Orlando.